Chip versus Stormzy. So you know, this has been like a ongoing thing for some time for like many people that have thought that Chip had sent for Stormzy and Stormzy had sent for Chip, but it wasn't true. Like I think in the song Ways, Chip was actually sending for some.
He was not.
Was he sending for anybody?
He was sending for someone, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, so Chip was sending for somebody, but it wasn't Stormzy in Ways. And was Stormzy sending for Chip in? I don't know. Or was
definitely,
that just,
yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So why did Stormzy feel like Chip was sending for him in Ways? Like,
because you know what it is, yeah. Basically, social media created this beef because they just randomly said it. Like when they said that Chip was sending for Stormzy, yeah, in I don't know. I'm sorry, not in I don't know. In Ways, yeah, they said that Chip was sending for Stormzy, yeah. They basically just made it up out of nothing, pretty much. Because he said, like, you ain't ever been bronze. Like, come on, bro. Stormzy is a platinum selling artist. Like, he's big. Like, he obviously wasn't talking about Stormzy, innit? So...
But there was a line after where he says, round here, you have to be round here for 10 years, or unless you're not king, something like that.
The only thing he said,
call yourself king,
he said you ain't even been in this game for 10 years, pretty much.
Stormzy calls himself king of grime, was it? Or king of drill?
Yeah. King of grime, yeah, king of grime.
Yeah, he ain't drill, man. He ain't drill.
Yeah, and then Chip was mentioning people skipping through the album.
Yeah, putting your album,
you know, because a lot of people say that Heavy is the Head is not necessarily a grime album, but it's like more pop. So they were thinking people in ends weren't really listening to Stormzy like that anymore. Well,
yeah,
that album
he says he said all of those things, yeah. But he from the beginning, from the moment he said you ain't ever been bronze, you ain't ever been gold, you ain't ever been you ain't ever been silver, you ain't ever been gold, you ain't even been bronze, you did. He obviously ain't sending for Stormzy.
Yeah, obviously.
But maybe he could be sending for multiple people though.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so he might have been. You might have just talking in general, right? About the scene.
What did he say? Round here we don't hear you're a king. Might take your
phone, piss on your forehead, yeah.
Yeah, and he has a throne in the...
Ooh. Wait, so you might think he was...
a bad one,
So you might think he was talking about Stormzy now after
I still don't think he was sending for him, because what you said, yeah, it's a sick point. Like, he could have been sending for multiple people, but I don't think he was. I think he was sending for one brother, and I don't think it was Stormzy. I don't think it was Stormzy, but people created the narrative that it was, and because of that. But same way, yeah.
I'm interested in this.
He let the narrative run.
Well, who did?
Chip made the narrative run that he could have pulled out that I wasn't sending for Stormzy, or you man are moving mad or whatever. He said no, he let it run. So if you let it run, think about it. Stormzy probably saw that he was letting it run, and he was like, hold on, bro.
So there might have been some truth behind it.
Yeah, so he must have known. He's like, yeah, he must have been sending for me. Or if he isn't, say he don't have the respect to come out and say nothing. Yeah, so I'm gonna send for him, innit? Or who knows when he went to his yard? No one even knows exactly when he went to his yard.
Yeah, and I think it was in June. It was in May or June. It was in May or June, right? But right when the whole Black Lives Matter movements were like sparking off.
Oh.
Yeah. But obviously after Ways came out, then I don't know, dropped.
When did Ways come out? April,
was it March or April?
Yeah, March actually, innit?
Yeah.
But then I don't know came out after that.
I don't know came out, was it May or
that was at May.
Yeah, I think it was May.
It was at May still.
So that came out in May, and then obviously Stormzy had sent out a shot to Chip in his verse.
Chip, mad thing.
You know, he was saying that what did he say? I forgot.
I don't know. So first week, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah. So
first week, I don't know. The verse is cold still.
I've been chilling in mountains.
Oh yeah, I've been chilling in mountains. What did he say? What did he say again?
Oh, I forgot. But he had a lot. Obviously, he had sent for Chip, and then I think the following month he went to Chip's house.
What do you think prompted that though? Like, okay, he made a verse.
So basically, what happened is, before Chip put out his this is sent for Stormzy, this video emerged online which showed Stormzy and like some of his guys kind of going to Chip's yard in Essex.
No, but you say you're saying what led to that, innit?
Yeah, it's like, okay, he made some verse for him, maybe not. He sent for him in a verse, maybe not.
Yeah, because people don't know, like,
what would prompt him to go to someone's house and...
But that's what we're saying. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows. The information wasn't put out there. All that's known is that Chip's manager put the video out in just right before the disc came out, isn't it? But why? Because apparently Chip had sent Stormzy his address like a few days before. So I don't know, like why? If you're gonna send somebody your address, you like surely you expect them to like, I don't know, like come or something. I don't know. Like,
I like
maybe,
the pun you're making.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, why did he visit Chip's house? Was it to talk? Was it
To be honest, I actually think, listen, I'm usually a guy that doesn't believe in conspiracy theories.
Right.
But I have a conspiracy theory with this one. I think this is all WWE theatrics.
Ooh.
No, but for what reason?
You think it's all fake?
Yeah, probably. No, it's like
But from whose side though? Who's playing possum?
both.
You
I mean,
think
what do you
that-
mean?
you think
Like
it's an
WWE as in
industry
sense that they're probably.
But why
friends.
hasn't Stormzy replied then? Wouldn't it make sense for Stormzy to reply to keep it going, to keep people entertained? Isn't that part of it?
Maybe perhaps he's gonna go ahead and do what Chip did with Bugsy Malone. You know how he went on like a 5-month hiatus or whatever.
But Chip just went on a hiatus, really, because remember
Yeah,
how long
did.
it's been
I
since
don't know why everyone's talking about Stormzy
haven't-
responding.
yeah.
When Chip took like 4 months to respond.
Yeah.
It's
All
very
them ways
true.
there, like it doesn't make sense.
But like, you know what? I'm gonna make a prediction. Maybe next year from now, you'll see them posting a selfie and a tune together. It always happens with beef.
Yeah,
you
it
think
always
so?
does.
Yeah, I
Eventually,
think
it does
so.
happen.
I can't lie.
Yeah,
Or he'll
but
bring him out at a concert or something.
Yeah.
You know them way
But I'm
there.
not sure why he did turn up to his house like that. It's a bit strange.
It is a bit strange. Maybe that's part of the theatrics in of itself.
That's
But why did
semantic.
it, but why
I don't know,
but
innit?
why
I
did
don't
it take
know.
so
I don't
long
know
for the
about
video
that
to
still.
surface? Why did it take so long for them to decide now's the time to put the video out instead of when it actually happened? Is it because the Black Lives Matter movement was happening?
I doubt they
and then
care.
they just
Or what? That they care about what?
I mean, I'm sure they care about Black Lives Matter, but I'm sure they don't care about how Black Lives Matter would affect this situation because I think they're mutually exclusive. They have nothing to do with each other.
Nah, you know what? It does make if it happened when they said it happened, because you could choose not to believe that as well. Still, but if it happened when they said
it's true, 'cause nobody knows when it actually happened.
yeah, you need to think, put yourself back into that time. It would have been a bit mad to release it at that time. It was crazy.
Because
Remember, it
during
was
that time,
crazy.
remember the George Floyd and the protesting. It was crazy.
And you're trying to tell me that they're pure-hearted angels that they don't want to destroy the narrative and everything like that.
No, because remember,
There's a lot of things though. Like I think that once again, if it happened at that time, like they probably, and also they want attention. They also want attention, so they probably wouldn't. If they got attention, it'd probably all have been negative attention. Like, why are you posting this? Yeah, like during a time like this, all of that. They want attention, and plus at that time, if you remember and put yourself back at that time, bruv, things were crazy. Like, remember, everyone was just rioting and that.
Definitely,
Like, it was just protests, all over the place. I think it would have been mad to post it then. But what I would say is, I don't know why they waited this long. I don't really. And plus, though, remember, Chip just released it. He just released his 2 tracks as well. So obviously he's trying to promote it. Innit?
Yeah, so let's just get into
That's
that
more
now.
publicity.
Let's get into that. So he released 2 diss tracks at the same time, one called Flowers and one called Kill MC, both with, very good music videos that was
One
made.
outside
So
the petrol
like
station.
one at
Petrol
the
was way
petrol
better still,
station,
way better.
and then Kill MC, which was not as good.
Killer MC was dead. That was dead.
No, but I'll give Killer MC some credit. He was like kind of barring a little bit in the second verse. Like he had a little sequence where he actually did, like lyrically, it was pretty well done. But I think as an overall song and a diss, Flowers was a lot better.
Flowers was way
That was like
better
the
still.
main one. That was like the real,
And it was a blatant diss track, whilst Kill MC was a bit more subtle and.
Yeah. There was a lot of symbolism in the Killer MC videos with the body bags and
Yeah, it was
stuff
mad.
like that.
It was
Yeah,
mad.
but I guess Flowers was like more of a traditional petrol garage, something that you'd expect like Chip to do, like he's done in the past. So like, what would you rate the diss, the video that he put out, what he said? Like, how would you kind of rate that?
I mean, the first track, the one not in the petrol station, I thought it was a bit forgettable.
Forgettable, okay.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be listening to that ever again in my
That
life.
was terrible. That first one was dead.
But the Chip,
But why is that?
it just didn't do it for me.
Right, well,
The lyrics didn't do
or
it for me. The music didn't do it for me. It's like
the beat, the instrumental didn't do
it
it.
didn't do
just-
nothing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But a lot of people see Chip as like the MC god, like the rap god of the UK and everything like that. And I just don't see that personally. But that's just my
So I
opinion.
think in Kill MC, he wasn't really going directly at Stormzy as much. As you said, it was more subtle. And the flowers were straight on. I'm going to say your name. I'm going to state everything that happened. Kill MC was like just like a generalization and of it. So yeah, I understand what you're saying with that. But yeah, of flowers, what was you going to say about
Oh,
that?
that one's quality.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of wordplay there. I thought that one did a lot for me. So I was like, okay. He did his homework. He obviously took his time writing that. And
Right.
congratulations to him for that.
Yeah, what about you? What did you think about?
I thought Flowers was actually cold.
Yeah.
But like, how do I say it? I don't even rate Chip, but I rate him when it comes to beef. But apart from that, his outro music, I don't rate it. But when it comes to disses, yeah, he's on point. He's on point still. And Flowers, that's one of them tracks. Killer MC. Nah, you know what it is, yeah. Killer MC, yeah. When I first heard it, yeah, I was just hyped up because it was just the first.
Yeah,
it was just the first diss I heard to Stormzy.
Yeah.
And then when I heard Flowers, I was like, nah, this is the real diss, innit? Like, this is actually cold. And I went Killer, and then I went back to Killer MC. I was like, nah, this is dead. This ain't it.
Do you think that's maybe why this is becoming the beef? Because like you just said, you don't really rate his music like that. And obviously his music's not doing that great, but it's because of the beef. It's getting him into the spotlight. So you can see from Chip's perspective, it would be in his best interest to go ahead and get into beefs and maybe...
Especially with Stormzy.
Of course.
Yeah, especially with Stormzy, who's very hot and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be surprise me. It wouldn't... I wouldn't put it beyond them if they probably met behind the scenes or whatever and said,
Because like,
but what does this do for Stormzy though?
It doesn't do anything.
It's not doing nothing.
Which kind of
what does it do for Stormzy when he beefed Wiley? Because Wiley's some irrelevant 40-something-year-old.
But Wiley kept coming for him though. That's different.
Yeah. And then they already had a thing beforehand about Ed Sheeran, and it was going on Twitter already. So there was already history before it had come. It wasn't like out of nowhere type of thing, innit? Like Chip and Stormzy haven't been going at it on Twitter
That's
or
happened out of
nothing.
nowhere though. Like, it is strange how it did happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, how
like,
Chip just kind
it
of
doesn't
dissed
mean-
him now.
It actually, bro, unless there's a backstory, yeah. Unless they bring us a backstory like soonish, yeah, I'm gonna start going on your side because it just seems so random. Like, why did Chip just out of nowhere start dissing Stormzy? But at the same time, I don't believe that he was dissing him. But then what you said, it's all a bit confusing, isn't it? Have we got the other thing going on in the music industry? Is it on there? Is the subject on there?
What?
Megan Thee Stallion, is it on it?
Oh no! We ain't got a topic about it still. But yeah, I have to give Chip his flowers. I have to give him his flowers for the whole.
A bouquet, yeah?
Huh?
A bouquet. Valentine's Day. Continue.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I have to give him his flowers for the whole diss. He's like the dissing champion and the sending champion for the scene. And it might be a reason why he's kind of pursuing this heavily, because that's one thing he's really being noticed for currently. I thought the music video was great, the direction was great, the message was great. But like, I'm curious, why has it taken so long for Stormzy to send back? Will he send back? How do you think he will?
He might do a Drake thing.
Why do you think? Why
I think
why don't you think he sent already?
Because he's got better things to do. He's too rich to care. Because he must realize, okay, a lot of these rappers are probably going to try and send me for them to go ahead and get clout from him.
Right. But Chip isn't necessarily a small-time rapper by any stretch of the imagination.
Of course not.
So do you think he might be scared?
Is
he scared?
No, because I think Stormzy's a better rapper than Chip, if we're being honest, in terms of bars.
And bars?
No
wow,
way.
that's crazy.
No way. I don't even rate Chip, but no way.
Wait, so you really honestly feel like Stormzy's better than... Lyrically, as far as lyricism goes.
In terms of music, what he produces, I think Stormzy's better.
Stormzy's music's better than his, but like, lyrically,
you don't rate Stormzy's bars.
Like this,
Now I rate Stormzy's bars, but I think Chip is just on a different.
I rate.
He came from a
Stormzy
different
highly,
era where like that was like a pivotal thing, innit?
Yeah.
To be like to be known
Okay,
for.
Stormzy
innit?
can
So,
rap though still.
yeah.
I just say he can. You can come with the aggressive thing, but like when it comes, but think about it, yeah. If you compare, because if you compare the I Don't Know verse, yeah, to anything Chip just released, like it's no comparison, man.
Yeah, but he did mention, Chip
comparison.
did mention on Flowers that it was a bit light, his verse.
What I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. I thought your verse was a
Very
bit
light,
light. I don't
It
know.
was light.
Yeah.
But that being said, okay, if Stormzy responds to Chip now, okay, what about the next 30-something-year-old rapper sends for Stormzy? Is he gonna keep replying to all of those?
No, but why did he reply to Wiley though?
That was a one-time thing, and he probably
One-time
didn't
thing,
think
okay.
it was gonna always
Right.
come about like
No,
that.
but remember, like, Stormzy said he's the king of grime, innit? So he has to defend his crown, right?
Yeah, he does. He has.
He has to defend his
I know what you're
throne.
Is this a
though.
battle rap? Or
Wait, I
is
know
like,
what
is
you're
that, I don't know,
saying,
is
though.
it his
You're
music?
saying like man like Dizzy Ross is gonna come out.
Like, I think about it, if you're the king and somebody
this is
sends to
Stormzy
you,
for
you gotta
clout,
defend
innit?
your crown, right? You gotta defend.
Yeah, but then you have to pick and choose your battle. If African
Pick and
Child
choose
sends
your
for him,
battles,
is he gonna
okay.
go ahead and respond now?
No, but
No, but come on,
do you
Chip
think
is actually a
do you
legend
think
in the
Chip-
game, bro.
But do you think Chip is not a
Man said
worthy
African
challenger?
child.
But do you think Chip is not a worthy challenger though?
Oh,
He
what
is,
it
he is, he is.
Right.
He
But I
actually
suppose, like, you know, you can't fight on too many fronts, you know what I mean?
No, but
Yeah.
he responded, so he has to carry on. He has to. He actually responded to it, bro. Stormzy has already responded. So
Say,
he
what did
can't
he say?
use that
What
as
did
an
he say?
excuse. In his verse, I don't know, he can't use that as an excuse.
Oh
anymore.
yeah, he did.
He's
He did.
already responded to
Yeah,
it.
he did respond.
He's
Still.
already responded to him, so he has to
And maybe-
keep on doing it now.
And maybe one of the reasons why he doesn't want to go ahead and respond to Chip is because that will give him an increased platform, which he doesn't want to do.
Right.
Because if
of
Chip
course.
doesn't,
Now, the thing is, yeah,
and 3 months later it will die down and we'll all forget about it.
that's fact still. No, but the thing is, yeah, you know, with this year, Chip was all like, oh, what do you say? Oh, respond, or allow it, respond. What did you
Oh
say?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
hurry
a
up,
hurry up,
25, yeah.
hurry
No,
up.
but if I saw that, bro, the last stories, I'd be like, oh, fuck this.
And he's got an album coming out, so that will probably give him that boost.
cheers, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I give, because like,
He's got
if
something,
no,
he's
like,
got a-
respectfully, yeah, if Chip releases an album, yeah, like with no beef, and no one's gonna listen to it, bro. It'll probably chart, yeah, like 20 in UK or something. Probably won't even chart top 20 in the UK. Like that's the level he's at right now, man. I can't lie.
Yeah.
The
But that's
only thing
okay,
is,
though.
yeah, no, that's
He
it's
did his
okay.
thing, he made his
Bro, he's a
money.
legend. No,
He's
he's
a
a
legend,
legend.
yeah,
No,
he is,
Chipmunk's a
he's
legend. But I'm saying that that is probably why he's doing it. That's why he chose to respond now, so he can release his album and that.
Yeah.
Like that's
So,
probably
but
the
if
reason.
you were Stormzy, you wouldn't respond.
I wouldn't
you
give it the
just
time
kinda-
of day. I'll continue
You just go
touring, I'll
to you just
continue
go to
making
a
my
London
gospel
fashion
Can't do
show.
that though, bro. We
You
can't
just go
do
to
that
a
as
London
an excuse,
fashion
though.
show and just chill.
It's
with-
COVID, bro. Man
With
can't-
Chris
man
Brown
can't
and
talk.
Kanye West and just
He
Exactly.
was chilling with Kanye West, isn't it?
yeah, and Chris
Mad
Brown.
thing. Chris Brown, yeah.
Yeah, London Fashion Week,
Mad,
like.
Because he's global now, Stormzy.
Yeah, he is.
People in Africa and America are listening to him. Like when they think of UK rappers,
Yeah, Stormzy's
Stormzy's the
number
number one that
number
they
one,
think
yeah.
about. Yeah.
He the thing, yeah, it's mad because remember before all of this, he had that world tour, like he was in
Yeah, he's gonna go to
United
Asia.
States. Sorry, not America, yeah, America, Asia, Africa. He was all over, bro. He
Worldwide
was
tour,
performing
man.
in all of them stadiums. He had like two
Crazy.
shows in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's
That's
mad.
a mad thing.
Brooklyn as well, man.
That's
I think.
mad.
And Stormzy doesn't have a history of beefs, as like Wiley sent for him,
Yeah,
and
Wiley,
he's usually
yeah.
not that kind of aggressive in terms of like looking for beef and anything like that. Whereas Chip is known for that, for instigating stuff.
Yeah. Chip he gets into a lot. I think he kind of just goes at anybody that kind of tries to challenge him, really. So like Chip is more of a person that doesn't pick and choose his battles. He can just fights whoever's coming his way, innit?
Because he's like Big Nasty,
Yeah, Big Nasty,
Young'un,
yeah.
Tiny Temper,
Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy
Be- That's
Malone.
controversial because when I talk to a lot of people, they think Chip won that one, but I thought
Wait, which one?
against Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, a lot of people
did.
think he did win against Bugsy.
You think
Malone.
so?
Yeah, he won. You disagree?
I would disagree because I really like relegation with him. I still listen to that to this day.
Oh,
Oh, is that the one was that where he went to Tottenham? Is that
Yeah,
one?
in the stadium and
Yeah,
everything.
that one was a good. That was a good
a
send.
big
Still.
track still.
That was a good send, but like Chip hit him with the hat trick, innit?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the Perry.
Yeah.
No, Young. That when it comes to like
Yeah.
when it's
He won against Young'un.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
clearly though.
yeah.
That clearly he won against Young'un.
No, but Young'un's first send was decent though. It was
Or
actually,
the one, the Oopsie Daisy one.
No.
The one with the smart cars and everything. He's just
No,
rapping.
but after the
No, the one in the
after
petrol
Nando's
garage,
thing,
the one
though.
that Tiny Temper was in for a little bit. That one was actually decent though.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was okay. But I think Chip won overall. That he definitely won overall.
But was he the one who said?
But Ipsy Daisy, that was poor, man. That was poor.